heard of a 20-cent piece.
Right. But, you know, again, when everything is worth 25 times what it's worth today, I mean, you know,
I mean,
a
if you
2-cent
try
piece,
to find a 20-cent piece today and everything like that, it's about $150.
Right, oh yeah. Anyway, there's roughly, it's an old map, but that's roughly where the 3 mints were located at the south. Appropriate. Now, you guys, I'm sure all of you have heard there's gold in them Dollar Hills, and it's attributed to Mark Twain, but actually I read around and found out that it was Mark Twain who wrote those words.
Yes, it
But-
was.
Yes,
I
he
mean,
did.
he wrote a lot of good stuff.
Yes, he did. But the original guy was the assayer for the Dahlonega Mint, who was trying to keep the miners in Georgia. So he pointed at the hills and said, don't go to California, there's gold in these hills.
Right, that's because he was a newspaper guy there.
Right, yeah. So-
He was a self-promoter. He was like Barnum and Bailey and all
Right.
that.
But I understand the miners went to California anyway.
Well, gold was a heavy attraction.
Oh, I
You know,
Yeah,
especially
it's-
when you kept hearing the noise and everything like that. We're getting nuggets like this. Yeah, most of them practically got nothing out of it.
True.
Other
Look at the
than,
thousands of people that died up in the Yukon.
right.
Oh, yeah.
They were going up the Yukon River, frozen or not frozen. They were going up the mountains and falling, sliding down.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Sure. Yeah. Well, anyway, I want to keep on rolling. The New Orleans Mint, it changed hands. Obviously, the South took it over in 1861, but the North took it back with a pretty heavy hand in 1862. And was it Ben Butler that took
Butler,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
remember they made the chamber pot with his face on the bottom of it, so the Confederate women could pee on him.
Right. Well,
If you had one, it'd be worth a lot of money now.
well, yeah, that's true. But did you know that someone was hung right in front of the mint because of Butler? Okay, not
Well,
everyone
the same
does.
thing was going on. I did a book on music,
Yeah.
and they had a guy printing music,
Mhm.
and basically they shut him down
Mhm.
because Butler didn't like him printing Civil War Confederate music. So he actually took all the equipment, well, he was in jail, but his brother took all the equipment to Georgia.
Right.
And in 1862, they started printing the same Confederate music, only it was in Georgia. So if you have a New Orleans one,
Mhm.
that's fine and dandy, and they're rare.
Right.
But people are looking for the Georgia one too.
Gotcha. Okay.
So there was a hanging in 1866.
Yeah, what happened was, of course, the North took back the city, they pulled down the Confederate flags, and they put up American flags in front of the mint and all the federally owned buildings. And Butler said, if any of you guys take down and destroy an American flag and put that Confederate thing back up the pole, I'm gonna hang you. And someone did it, and he hung him. I mean, there was no ifs, ands, or buts, and it never happened again.
And the women rebelled by cursing at the Union Army, and Butler told them they couldn't walk on the sidewalk anymore. They had to step off and walk in the street. And anyway, that's when they got his picture in the bottom of the chamber pot.
He deserved it.
But women provided everything for the Civil War. That even their urine was used to make gunpowder with, the nitrates in urine. That was written by a woman in Alabama who ran the newspaper. And she said, we have given everything to the Confederacy, even our urine is, used for nitrates. Because the Union up here in the North would go into caves and get the nitrates from bats. I think if I was going to tear open something with gunpowder, I'd rather have the Confederate one because it came from a woman, not from a bat.
Yeah, really.
All right, now, Dennis, I know you know virtually every topic in here.
I'll be quiet.
No, that was my point. I was just going to ask if anyone else knew about the 4 rare Confederate half dollars that were minted in 1861 at the New Orleans Mint. No, that's okay. This is quite an interesting little numismatic tale. You don't mind if I go down that map a little bit? All right. Okay. Nice picture. Huh? Yeah.
Oh, so you mean there were only 4?
There were only four. The front was the same, it had the Goddess of Liberty seated, exactly the same as the North had. And the South created this one little design, which basically had, was supposed to
Do
be
you know what the hat stood for?
was supposed to be, either it's the Liberty Cap, which is,
It is the Liberty Cap.
okay,
It's a political party also. People in political parties recommend that.
okay. And then when the, I'll show you the design that the North made to make fun of the South, and they turned it into a dunce cap. But anyway, the bottom line, they had the cotton, and they had the weeds, and they had the symbols with the 7 original stars of the 7 states that originally seceded. But anyway, there were only 4 people that got the point, and Jeff Davis was one. B.F. Taylor, which was a pointer, who was a medical doctor. I have no idea how he became the pointer for the Confederacy. And 2 other completely obscure people, Dr. Innes and, of course, the director of, Biddle, or Biddle, and sometimes the name